Another good example, I was in Cuba, and in 2000, I wanted to do something really special. So I thought, hey, going to a communist country, that's got to be really special. I've never been to a communist country. I'm Chinese, I have no desire to go to China. But I thought, oh, that's okay, you know, Cuba, how bad could it be? So, fly in, and people, they hire me as a traveling companion. And that's what this guy wanted to go to Cuba. And he said, well, hey, you know, you come with me, you know, and I'm supposed to be there to protect them, you know. Just everybody feels safe when I'm around for some reason. I don't know what it is. But we got off the plane, we got up to the front of the line, and then the guy said, get in the back of the line. We got to the back of the line, and by the time we got back up to the front of the line, everybody was gone. And they said, well, you need to go over here. We went over there. They locked us up. I didn't do nothing. I can't even speak Spanish. I didn't even get a chance to insult anybody, you know? I mean, I couldn't cuss out anybody. I couldn't do nothing. You know, so I don't know what was going on. But they had me. For 9 hours, they kept me. And it was just like you see in TV. A little room with a chair, a light bulb hanging down from the ceiling. And that's where I was. I just sit there, and they come in, they start talking to me, either in Russian, you know, like that's going to be easier than Spanish, you know. Russian or Spanish, they keep asking me questions. I don't know what they're talking about, you know. It made no sense. Now, the guy I was with speaks Spanish, but he wasn't with me. He was in his own room. And he was dreading, why did I bring this guy along? Look what happened to him, you know. And it just kept getting worse and worse. And like I say, after 9 hours, I knew we had problems. But it wasn't near as bad as I thought. It was worse. And because the guy comes in, and then they take us over there, and they say, oh, take your clothes off. Well, you take your clothes off when you're going to prison. And so I knew that was it. I mean, I'm had now. There's no way I'm going to come out of this. And then one of the questions they kept asking me, how much money I had. Now, when you travel, if you have too much money, it's got to be drug money. And they're going to take it. If you don't have enough money, well, why don't they let you in their country? So, but every country is different. And so I didn't know how much, and a lot of my money was in stacks like that, 1 to 5. And you know, because like I say, they're not going to give you change. So you always have all these 1 to 5. And I had them rolled up in my laundry, all stuck all over. And they kept finding more and more. They kept asking me how much. And I wouldn't tell them how much. Besides that, in my money belt, I still had $3,000 in my money belt. And we haven't got to that yet, you know, so I'm thinking, man, I'm really in trouble. And so they finally, at the very end, we emptied my pocket, and then I take my money belt off, I rolled it up, and they already checked this stuff. So I was putting my money belt over there with the stuff they've already checked, and I threw my money slip over like that, and everybody just went like that. I mean, they jumped back from the table, raised their hands. Bribing is a death penalty in Russia. Bribing is the way I get around. So they kind of took out all my options. You know, so what am I going to do now if I can't bribe my way out of this thing? And so then, eventually we got to a point where they found some other stuff, and that's stuff I can't talk about. But the stuff was, when they saw it, who are you? What do you do? What's the story on you? And so I explained to them that I was a bodyguard for the Pope. And, you know, now, has any of you ever met one of the Pope's bodyguards? Well, they didn't either, so I was real lucky. I was real lucky. And so then they say, well, you know, you're the Pope's bodyguard. What's the story on it? Well, I don't want to sound too important, so what I said was, well, I think the Pope is thinking about coming to Cuba. Atmosphere, how much violence, just a general report. And he said, well, we weren't notified you were coming. And I said, well, no, I have to give them my report first. And then, if they think that the Pope would enjoy the trip, then they will get a hold of you and then make it all official. I'm just the first one coming in. So, you know, well, that's okay. Just call the Vatican and we can verify it. or, you know, we don't want to, don't really piss off the Pope. And I use the same line when I'm running around in Central America for kidnapping. You know, if you want to kidnap me, or what do? They cut the heads off? Would you do that to me? You want to piss off God? I mean, I don't believe in him, but, you know, maybe we don't want to take that chance. See? So I use the same line all the time. It's no big deal. So, but anyway, what it did is put the fear in them. Just maybe their security is in jeopardy.